request. Hi, this is Dick Clark, live from Times Square in New York City. And I tell you, this is one of our better nights. This is our 6th consecutive year of broadcasting from Times Square. And last year it was about 20 degrees below zero, the wind chill factor. This year it's a very comfortable freezing. But you'd never know it if you looked at those people down there. Those celebrants are having more fun than you can even think of. And they're going to bring in 1978 in just, about a half an hour from now. It all started years and years ago, 1905, when Longacre Square became Times Square. At the point where Broadway crosses 42nd and 7th Avenue, it forms an X. You're looking now at the crowd gathered at approximately 44th Street and Broadway, and they're a happy group of people. It isn't spring, but it's on the warm side, and there are probably 100,000 or more people gathered here. On the young side, I might add, because this is a young man's game. Nobody who likes comfort would be here in Times Square tonight. And tonight, on New Year's Rockin' Eve, we'll be celebrating from New York and California with some of the biggest stars of current entertainment, along with the live coverage right here from Times Square. We'll be cueing that big ball atop the old Times Square building, and Alex Parker's #1 Times Square now holds the big ball, and you'll see it as we approach midnight. We'll count it down, and we'll come back here periodically live from Times Square to bring you all the coverage of whatever happens as we bring it in on a chilly night and check back in with my friends who are celebrating in Hollywood, California. So hang on, come back and join us right now. Let's go to Hollywood, California.
New Year's Rockin' Eve 1978 brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Be an original, be a pepper. Sugar-free Dr. Pepper, the diet soft drink that tastes fattening, but it's not. Starring Crystal Gale, Andy Gibb, Casey and the Sunshine Band, the Ohio Players, Johnny Rivers, and your hosts this evening are Robin Hedges of Welcome Back Carter and Suzanne Summers of Three's Company.
Thank you very much. In case you're wondering which is which, I'm Suzanne Summers, and this is, thank you. This here is Robert Hedges. Now, as you heard, Dick will be giving us a minute-by-minute report from Times Square right up until midnight, and Bob and I will be the chaperones at this fabulous get-down rockin' New Year's Eve party. Yeah! Come on, you're really late.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm not usually late like this.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
but
usually
really...
very punctual for occasions like this.
Yeah, I know, but, you know, it's really kind of embarrassing when they introduce the two of us, and I have to come out by myself, you know. I mean, I don't want to be a nag, but I really hope that you have a good excuse.
I got a great excuse.
Oh, yeah,
I really
okay.
do.
I hope so, because it really is, you know.
I'm late because I was doing a little research for our audience on how to know if you're going to be overindulging tonight, and I'd like to share this with our friends out there, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're going to know if you're overindulging tonight if a friend is swinging you around by your tongue. That's one way that you're going to know. And you'll also know if you're overindulging tonight if you can set your breath on fire. Are you currently under a car? Take a look out there. Now, if the answer to any of those questions is yes, then you're probably under arrest. Now, I also have a few more tips that are gonna, You're not buying this, are you, Susan?
No, not for one hot little second, my dear.
When did you stop not believing me?
I think about the time that you started to set your breath on fire.
All right, you want to know the real reason why I'm late?
Yeah,
Okay.
Honesty is the best.
Yeah, well, on the way over here, see, I stopped by to pick up the Ohio Players and bring them over to the show. That's it. There it is. That's why I'm late. There's the truth. The truth hurts, huh?
That is ridiculous. The Ohio Players are here. They're waiting to go on stage.
What?
They're ready to go on. Right over there.
That's impossible. I mean, that's not possible.
It's possible. They're here.
Well, then who are those 9 guys with saxophones and drums doing in the back seat of my Pinto? I mean...
I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, here are the Ohio Players.
Just about 20 minutes from now, live from Times Square, we'll bring in the new year. Now, a message from the people who say, be an original, be a pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Maybe some of you are wondering why Suzanne and I are hosting the show tonight.
Bob, it is supposed to be a secret.
I know these cats. They're not going to say anything. You folks going to say anything if we share this little secret here? Okay. Suzanne and I are being groomed by ABC. Are you ready for this? To take over the reins of a well-known musical television show.
Yeah, see, there's a rumor going around that Donnie and Marie may be switching to public broadcasting next year. I mean, some say as replacements for Alistair Cook on Masterpiece Theater.
Well, really, they may host a brand new educational zoo show called My Brother's Keeper.
These are both shows that the Osmonds could really get their teeth into.
Oh, yeah. They could get their teeth in a whole week of shows. Come on.
What a mouth. Well, there are a few other reasons why Bob and I are here. Because here we have got the best singers, the best...
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We have got the best music. Yeah. We have got the best New Year's Eve party in the country.
Right.
But
right.
Most importantly, we have got the best guests, all of you.
Thank you. But right now, we've got the hottest young singer around. He's the youngest member of the Gibb family, and everyone knows them better as the legendary Bee Gees. And he's going to sing his big hit, I Just Want to Be Your Everything. Please welcome Andy Gibb.
Would you like to dance with me?
Oh, gee, Bob, yeah, I really would love to,
Yeah?
but see, I just have these certain idiosyncrasies, and in real life, on the first date, I never dance.
You mean that, don't you?
Yeah.
It's cold in here. What's the temperature in New York, Dick?
The temperature's just about 32 degrees, but you'd never know it. There's hardly any wind. Last year, forget last year, I never want to remember it, this is like spring. Ask those people down there, they're just as happy as clams, just like warm as toast. They're all jammed together here at 11:44, right before midnight, all the way from 44th Street up to 47th Street in Times Square. Did you realize within 1 mile of this area there are 51,000 hotel rooms, 122 hotels? This is the theater district. There are over 100 motion picture and legitimate theaters in this area. It's been the place for celebrations down through history, through World War I, World War II. All the good news and the bad news, I guess, has been brought in here. And as I say, you can see the people down there with their signs ready to bring it in 15 minutes from now. We'll check that big ball right atop 1 Times Square from our vantage point at 1 Astor Plaza, 1515 Broadway is where we're standing, looking south toward the ball. These people are at 44th Street, ready to bring in the new year shortly, just about 15 minutes from now. And pandemonium will reign supreme, you can rest assured. This has been a rather interesting place here. Back in 1894, Oscar Hammerstein, August Belmont, and Adolph Ox, the people responsible for the plays, the subways, and the Times publications, came here and formed this phenomenal thing called Times Square. And as long as I can remember, it's been quite a thing on New Year's Eve. I miss Ben Brower. Wish you were here to celebrate with us tonight. Right now, you know, a few days ago, I was visiting with Dinah Shore, and I said, guess how many people pass through Times Square in every 24 hours? You look down there now, and you'll see a portion of a crowd that approximates 100,000. Every day, over 1 million people walk through this area. They've estimated, if you're a trivia statistics freak, since 1904, 25 billion people have walked through Times Square. Now, of that daily million, about 3/4 of them are New Yorkers and 1/4 of them are visitors from all over the world. There are 4,000 subway trains that go through here every single day of the year. Is it any wonder they call it the crossroads of the world? 110 million yearly subway tokens. I'm just bursting with statistics tonight as we think of the year gone by. It's been a rather interesting year in terms of world events, people, musical personalities. The year that saw us lose Elvis Presley and Bing Crosby, Guy Lombardo, and my friend Ben Brower. But these people are ready to rip, roar, and remember 1977 and bring in 1978 in just 12 minutes from now. Now, we're going to be jumping back and forth live from Times Square and from California with my friend Bobby and Suzanne, keeping things rolling with the whole gang. Bobby, let me ask you. That's Times Square. How are things in California, Bob? All right?
All right. Right now, we want to tell you about two young men from Florida who discovered something better than the fountain of youth. They found the formula for a sound and beat that has turned millions of normal people into dancing boogie maniacs.
See, the two young men are named Harry Wayne Casey and Rick Finch, and their group, Casey and the Sunshine Band.
You know, I was just reflecting on the years that we spent here with New Year's Rockin' Eve. It's been an interesting period of time. Lo and behold, every year that we come here, you never know when you arrive on the scene what's going to happen. Some years it rains. One year it snowed and sleeted. Last year it was unbelievably cold. As I mentioned to you, this year it's just barely freezing, and you would think that the sunshine was warming up all of those people here. They're a little on the quiet side now, because in just 5 minutes from now, they are going to go absolutely bananas as they bring in this new year. They're reflecting in the artificial sunlight, as it were, with the electric signs that light up Broadway. You can follow our little digital clock there, and in just a moment we're going to swing up to the big ball atop One Times Square to check it as it falls. Those electric signs that you see when you come to Broadway use up $10,000 to $12,000 a month of electricity. And right now, most of that light down there is obviously thrown artificially for the New Year's Eve celebration. And I see signs from people from Maine, Delta Chi, Happy New Year, brothers, and we got another one over there that I can't read. You see every way, shape, and form of human being that walks the streets here. And interestingly enough, this is a night when you leave here that happiness and goodwill prevail. You can walk through this area where 1 million people a day come, shake hands, say hello to a stranger. New York is at its friendliest on New Year's Eve. And this has all been going on since 1905. Now you look at them. They look happy? You wish you were here? I guess that depends a little bit on your point of view. It's a different way to spend New Year's Eve. I wonder how many people watching tonight remember the famous signs that were seen here in Times Square. At one time there was a typewriter that typed forever and never stopped. There was the famous smoking sign where the man blew the smoke rings forever. We've had waterfalls and fountains. There was a coffee commercial spectacular with the cup that dripped 24 hours a day, and the little boy snuggled up to a tire blowing out a candle. And look at him now as 3 minutes approaches 11:57, and the countdown will begin ever so soon. Bringing in 1978 as 1977 fades ever so slowly. Made all your New Year's resolutions? I sincerely doubt whether these people down here are too much worried about resolutions. They got a lot more important things on their mind. Years and years ago, when Adolph Ochs put together the Times Square building that stands behind me, they started a tradition. There's a flagpole atop that thing and a 6-foot ball that's now illuminated with, I think there's 185 25-watt bulbs will be slowly lowered. Millions and millions and millions of people all over the United States and Canada are going to watch that ball as it descends. We're going to watch it here on ABC and count it on down. Actually, what happens in little less than 2 minutes from now, 2 men standing atop what used to be the Allied Chemical Building. It's a building now owned by Mr. Alex Parker. He calls it One Times Square. They're slowly going to lower that ball. You can see the light at the top, and when it reaches the bottom, there'll be all sorts of craziness that prevails. You won't have any doubt in your mind that 1978 has arrived. There's a laser light show that's happening underneath it. We'll see that. Here it comes. Here it comes. Stand by. We're counting down the seconds now. 11, 12, 13, 14. Little less than 45 seconds. It'll be 1978. Got to get yourself close to the one you love at this point. It's time to celebrate the new year. Bring it in whatever way makes you happy. 30 seconds from now, here on ABC's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Then we'll be celebrating all the way through until 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Time and bringing in 1978 in the best fashion possible. 15, 14, 13. There you go. 10, 9, 8.